So, Ty, what daily habits and even small ones have had the biggest compounding effect for your success?
I think the first one that comes to mind is just working out every single day, right? Even if you like, obviously you still need rest days, but like in general, working out every single day. And other than that, bro, just like shortening the time of like when you wake up to like when you actually start working. Like I always used to try to do these like morning routines and all this stuff, but like it's the same as Hormozy says. The faster you can wake up and just get to work and work for longer on the things that you know you need to do and that are going to move the business forward or going to move your life forward, that's it. Simply that.
How do you handle the days when motivation isn't really there?
You know, that's a good question. And the answer is that I don't live my life based on motivation. You know, I live it more off of discipline and knowing what I should do and then just doing it, you know? Because yeah, like motivation there's peaks and valleys, you know, it goes up and then it comes down and you're not always going to be motivated. But if you're disciplined and you have a strong reason why you're doing the thing, and there's this quote, he who has a strong why can bear almost any how, right? And so it's just having that strong discipline and just doing the work you know you need to do every single day and doing it.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you had to start over with no money but keep your current knowledge, how would you really build what you have today?
Honestly, I would do the exact same thing I'm doing right now. Just like find a good service that actually helps grow other businesses and offer it to them, one niche, and do that. Yeah.
What's the most common mistake that you see new entrepreneurs make when they're trying to grow?
Jumping between too many business models because they all work. Every single one of them works. It's just more about if you can pick one and stick with it long enough to make it work, right? If you pick one, then you do it for a couple months, and then you switch and do it for a couple months, and then you switch and then do it for a couple months, you'll never get anywhere. But if you pick one and stay with it for that whole time, you'll probably go somewhere. So stick with it.
100%.
Yeah.
What's one boring and flashy thing you do consistently that drives real results?
Boring, not flashy?
Yeah.
Can you ask it one more time?
What's one boring, unflashy thing you do consistently that drives real results?
The work. Like sitting there and like figuring shit out on the computer for like hours on end and like being like, oh, how am I gonna do this? And like going through the web or like watching videos and finding the solution and then implementing it. Like it's so boring and it's not flashy at all, but like it's what moves the business forward. It's what, okay, now I know how to do this one thing and I can replicate it and offer it to people, you know? So yeah, just like sitting down, doing the work and figuring it out.
If you could only keep one skill for the next 5 years to really grow your business, which one would it be and why?
Definitely marketing. Because like every single business in the world needs marketing. If you have the best product but you don't have any marketing, no one knows about your product, then it's worthless, right? You could have a shitty product, but everyone in the world knows about it. It's going to be a successful product. People are going to buy it, right? People might not buy it again, but they'll still buy it, right? So if you can know marketing, you know how to market businesses and products, then you'll never go broke, simply.
What's a failure that felt like a setback at the time, but later turned out to be the biggest turning point for you?
Honestly, I would say being forced to move out when I wasn't ready. Because by being forced to like move out and like live on my own when I wasn't ready, I was angry at first. I was like, oh, I'm not ready, you know, like I don't have enough money, I don't have this or that or whatever. But eventually what it led me to understand and really like solidify in my mind is that no one's coming to save me and it's literally all on me. And for a while it was like, oh, dang it, like it's all on me. But eventually that turned into a very liberating thought that like, okay, it's on me, like it's time to lock the fuck in and like make this work, you know? So I think at the time, like I said, I was angry and sad and whatever, but then I look back and I'm like, thank God that happened. Because if that didn't happen, I would not be where I am right now.
How do you separate real failure from just a temporary obstacle?
Okay, ask it again.
How do you separate a real failure from just a temporary obstacle?
Honestly, it's understanding that failure isn't a real thing. As long as you frame it in the sense that failure is just learning, right? Like you don't fail, you just learn. Because by learning from every single failure, then you could take that lesson and move it on to the next thing, right? And so, yeah, that's what I would say.
What do you think most people misunderstand about failure? Actually, that one's made. I wouldn't do that one. What's one belief about success that you had to unlearn?
That everyone who's successful is lucky or born into it. Simple. Because it's untrue and it's like simply a broke belief. Like I would call these things like broke beliefs or poor beliefs, and they're just like these ideas that get passed down from poor people to poor people, and then they just keep them poor. Because if you were to believe that success is only for people who get lucky or are born into it, then you'll believe, oh, like I wasn't born into it, and oh, I'm not lucky, so I'll never be successful. But both of those things are untrue. And if you unlearn them and you just believe that success is what happens when you just work hard for long enough, then you can become successful as well.
Why do you think people want to be successful, but they never do it?
Yeah, that's an amazing question. And the truth is that it's because most people give up what they want most for what they want now. And what I mean by that is most people give up these big dreams, these big goals they have in life for the thing that they want now. It's like they can't delay their gratification. They always have to indulge in instant gratification. And delayed gratification is what leads you to be successful and reach your goals. But instant gratification is the thing that will always pull you away, because you have to understand instant gratification is always going to be there in life, but the chance to delay the gratification is not always there, right? And so if you're young and you want to be successful, delay your gratification, lock the fuck in, put your head down, get the work done, and then you can have all the gratification in the world after. Like that's the whole point of delayed gratification. You delay it for a later date so it's better, right? It's like FOMO. I like to say this thing called intelligent FOMO. You should have intelligent FOMO. So where most guys and most young people go wrong is they have FOMO of all these people and girls, they're all going out tonight and having fun. That's the wrong type of FOMO to have. Intelligent FOMO is like, damn, there's all these successful people having yacht parties. There's all these successful people living in these nice places, driving these nice cars, having nice watches. And having FOMO of that is intelligent FOMO, and that's what actually is probably going to lead you to be successful. Instead of having FOMO of the things that don't matter and are always going to be there, like going to the club.